All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Greg Stanton, Mayor of the City of Phoenix. We'll commence our 4 o'clock briefing related to the historic rain and flooding that we received early this morning in our city and community. Here with me today is other leaders of the city, elected officials leader, Councilman Michael Nowakowski, Councilwoman Kate Gallego, our police chief, Daniel Garcia, acting fire chief, Kara Cockbrenner, Public Works Director, John Trujillo, our Parks Director, Jim Burke, Streets Director, Ray Dovalina, Water Services Director, Catherine Sorensen, and representing our partner organization, the American Red Cross, is Austin Cresswell. Let me just start out by saying that I am a grateful mayor. In my time in public life and public service, I have often bragged on the City of Phoenix employees and their incredible level of professionalism. So there'd be no reason for me to be surprised by the incredible level of professionalism that's been demonstrated in the middle of the night last night, throughout the morning, and this afternoon, as we've gone through the assessment and begun the recovery process for this historic rain and flood. But let me just tell you, I have seen with my own 2 eyes an incredible level of professionalism, the highest level of professionalism from the people standing behind me and hundreds and literally thousands of others. These people care passionately about the safety of Phoenix residents, and their actions have demonstrated that to us. Our emergency management coordinator, Kevin Cockbrenner, is going to give you some additional details on what we've learned throughout the day. We're still in the assessment process, and that will be going on throughout the evening and into tomorrow. But first, let me just give you another phone number. We gave out a few phone numbers last time. A new phone number is 602-534-2222. 602-534-2222. That is a number that if you receive flooding in your home that went above the 6-inch level, we're asking you in particular to call that number. This will help these professionals behind me in their assessment of where the greatest area of need is, where we should deploy resources, and where we can get you the most help. So if you received a significant amount of flooding in your house at the 6-inch level or above, please call that number, 602-534-2222. We will soon be at the rush hour period as people who did go to work today make their way home. You're still going to find that many streets in the city of Phoenix are still restricted or closed. You'll see barriers, etc. That can be a point of great frustration for people. As mayor of the city, I'm asking everyone, please respect those barriers. Do not drive in a road that is flooded. The City of Phoenix Police Department, led by Chief Garcia, will ensure that the state's stupid motorist law is fully enforced throughout this process. It is for the safety of the drivers, the safety of the general community, and the safety of the police officers and firefighters and other rescue professionals within the City of Phoenix. So please obey those street closures in the City of Phoenix as you go home tonight from work or as you go about your business throughout the rest of the day. Again, was mentioned earlier, but it bears worth mentioning again. This significant amount of rain and flood has caused ponding in many areas of the city, including some very deep ponding. It's been reported that areas near South Mountain have double digits in terms of feet of ponding. These are not swimming pools. These are not play areas. It is for the safety of young people or teenagers or anyone else that responsible adults ensure that they are not playing in that water. That's for the health and the safety of the people of this community. One other thing that I want to make sure I mention before our emergency management director coordinator speaks, and that is I was on the phone earlier today with the administrator of the Small Business Administration, Administrator Contreras, as a request that was made, as a result of a request that was made by Councilwoman Gallego to the governor, asking for assistance from the SBA for a previous flood incident that occurred a few weeks ago. You guys covered it very well, thank you very much, involving many residents of South Phoenix. Dozens and dozens of homes were hit very hard by flooding. Many families were either not able to return to their home or had to kind of stay in one room in their home because the rest of the house was flooded. I'm happy to report that the administrator of the Small Business Administration has approved our request and Governor Brewer's request that the previous flooding incident did qualify for their emergency process through SBA, and those residents will soon be able to apply for small or low or no interest loans through the SBA so that they can begin their recovery period. And that's less related to the immediate incident that occurred here today, but a similar process will be followed. As we go through this assessment, with the governor's declaration of an emergency earlier today, we will be able to assess whether or not this qualifies for federal emergency assistance. If it does, then it will qualify for significant resources so that to help the people of this community recover. But I do want to pass on that piece of good news and really thank Councilwoman Gallego, who stepped up big time in very short order for the residents of her district. Next, we'll bring our emergency management coordinator, Kevin Cockbrenner, to the podium, and then take any questions for myself, him, or any of the people standing behind you in their area of expertise. Kevin.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. Our current status is we've been working throughout the day to assess the impact from last night's storm. The city's Emergency Operations Center opened early this morning and is staffed with more than 100 city employees representing all city departments to provide seamless response to our residents. The EOC will be operational Tuesday and Wednesday or until further notice, but definitely Tuesday and Wednesday. The city also has been closely coordinating with state and county agencies, the Arizona Division of Emergency Management, the Maricopa County Emergency Management, the Arizona Department of Public Safety, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, the Red Cross, and other agencies in order to provide a seamless response. For the daily recap, 13 out of 37 Phoenix streets that were closed due to flooding are now reopened. The ones that are closed are listed on our website still. From midnight to 10:30, there were more than 3,400 911 calls into the police department, which is 2,000 more than a normal Monday. Fire also received 1,300 calls in a 5-hour period. Police and fire both report that public safety call levels have returned to normal. Fire made 19 water rescues, and thankfully no one was injured. APS reports at this time that about 250 customers are still without power. And as many of you are probably aware, the Arizona Cardinals are set to take on the San Diego Chargers. That game is still on, and we advise residents to consult the website and have a safe trip if they're headed out to the game. Moving forward, the city will continue to assess the drainage, and we'll clear and repair roadways, and we'll ask the public to be patient as we continue these efforts. We encourage residents to visit phoenix.gov for comprehensive storm information. And as the mayor mentioned, we also ask residents, especially those who have had more than 6 inches of water in their homes, to call 602-534-2222 or email us at contactus@phoenix.gov to report that damage. And this is very important for us to begin to get a good picture of the affected areas of the city. So storm damage, flood damage is hard to see from the road, so if we go and do a windshield survey, it's not like down trees and things like that. We need to hear from the residents, so we're asking for your help. If you need assistance for food, shelter, or clothing, you can still call the Red Cross, and you'll get assistance from them as well. When driving this evening, please keep an eye out for debris in the roadway. There's a tendency to go out and do some off-roading in weather like this, and I know it's exciting, but off-roading damages infrastructure. If you're not on a paved highway and you're out joyriding, that does damage. Not to mention, there is a lot of debris that collects in these impoundments. And ditches, you may not see those kinds of things. It's very dangerous. So we're asking the public for their help with this. We're going to continue to monitor weather conditions. So far, the Weather Service is telling us that there's a 20% chance of additional rain. That's all I have.
And then if someone, even after 10 p.m. tonight, wants to make contact and report that information, you're an email person, you can send an email to contactus@phoenix.gov, contactus@phoenix.gov. You can do that 24/7, the email. The phone number will be open until It'll be open until 10 p.m. And look, we are aware that there are many people in Phoenix who suffer flood damage that do not have flood insurance. And so over the coming days, you're going to hear about a lot of efforts, this community coming together. It's a city with a big, big heart coming together, not just the government professionals that you see here before you, but us partnering with local agencies, nonprofit and other organizations that help, companies that have a big heart and have either want to donate time, treasure, or talent to help people in need. But we understand that that's going to be part of this process as well over the next few days, is really organizing, coming together, doing it in the most organized fashion, providing help to our neighbors. Again, this is a city that cares about our fellow citizens, and we know people are hurting out there, and they're going to need a lot of help, and not everyone has flood insurance to take care of this kind of damage.